Hey guys, Sasha from Mobile Geeks here. This is the new HTC Butterfly S, and over here we have one of our favorite smartphones of all time, the famous HTC One. What I want to do is a quick and dirty comparison of both devices that are pretty similar, I tell you that. Let's start with the screen. We have a 4.7-inch screen on the HTC One, Super LCD 3, and by the way, I'm using a non-glossy foil on this one, so just in case you're wondering why this isn't glossy enough, I'm not a big fan of glossy displays, sorry about that. 4.7-inch 1080p display, Corning Gorilla Glass 2. We have a Corning Gorilla Glass 3 here on the HTC Butterfly S, and it's a 5-inch display. 1080p is the resolution, so you definitely have a higher PPI on the HTC One. When it comes to the cameras, we have a 2.1 megapixel camera on the One and on the Butterfly S. We have a 4 megapixel camera on the HTC One on the back and a 4 megapixel camera on the back of the HTC Butterfly S. Both cameras on the back are ultra pixel cameras, the fancy, amazing low light environment cameras or sensors that HTC developed. Really, really good for taking pictures in the dark. Anyways, let's forget about the cameras and picture taking. What you can see on the front of the HTC One, we have the so-called boom sound with the front-facing speakers. We just don't have this here on the Butterfly S, unfortunately. But still, we still have to check out the sound quality, but that's what we're going to do in our review. When it comes to the SoC, the built-in, we have the I switched it off here. Here we go again. We have the Snapdragon 600 on the HTC One. That's a quad-core processor clocked at 1.7 gigahertz, while this one, the HTC Butterfly S, also sports the 600 Snapdragon, but clocked at 1.9 gigahertz. That's the same clock speed as the Samsung Galaxy S4. Both of them are sporting 2 gigabytes of RAM. There's a 16 and 32 gigabyte version of the Butterfly S, internal storage I mean, and there is a 32 and 64 gigabyte internal storage version of the HTC One. When it comes to the Android version, both of them are running Android Jelly Bean 4.2.2 right now here in Taiwan. I got this update on the HTC One, and what's also interesting is, of course, the battery that's integrated, which also leads us to the weight of these devices. Well, first of all, we have a 2600 milliampere hour battery on the HTC One, a 3200 milliampere hour battery on the HTC Butterfly S, which leads us to a weight of 143 grams on the HTC One and 160 grams on the HTC Butterfly S. In terms of thickness, thinness, you name it, 9.3 millimeters on the HTC One, 10.6 millimeters on the HTC Butterfly S. Very similar devices. Of course, the One comes in this gorgeous unibody aluminum, while this is in a plastic case, but look at this color and this gray color. It looks almost like Porsche designed it. Now, I definitely love the new Butterfly S. I'm going to do a decent and detailed review of this device very, very soon. So this is a quick comparison of the HTC One and the HTC Butterfly S. I'm Sasha from Mobile Geeks. If you have any questions, just leave me a comment. Thanks for watching.